Children in juvenile Huntington's disease is basically, some people actually do have kids with this disease, but I'm not gonna have any because it can speed up your progression, and it's hard that it might get JHD. And being a kid already, being a kid yourself, makes it even harder. My sister Erica has a different view on this stuff though. She really wishes she could have a kid. But considering the circumstances, having kids is basically off the table. And it's really sad because you could leave a piece of you behind for everyone, but you can't, because you can't have kids. So the kids that I have, family is basically the main line. Family, friends, the ones who stick around, basically the main line. See? And other kids who got through this, or who are still going through this. This is so true, Sabrielle and Dottie. Sabrielle and Dottie. That's my pretty birdie. Hi, Flash. Hi, Flash. Flash. We were experimenting with a medication, and I told Mom I'd do it if I could get Flash, and she agreed. Hi, Bella. Hi, Ellie. I keep a picture of Sabrielle close to me because it hurts not having him close to me, and I put the name of all the JHD kids, Cheshire Cat, because it's nice to know that you're not alone in this. Sabrielle, I love and miss him so much. He used to love his collar. His first Christmas ornament. His first Christmas. Sabrielle. My baby boy, I miss you so much. And like even Sully, not having Sully here anymore is really hard. I guess life is really hard. Going from almost 26 and being with your mom all the time, that's pretty hard. I love family's life's greatest blessing. And it feels like you're kind of getting gypped. I mean, I'd love to have a little girl. I'd absolutely love it. So, I have a little girl. This is Sabrielle with Cheshire Cat, and Dottie with Alice. We knew this. How a little boy. Technically, he's still my little boy, but I miss him so much. Da 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 da, my baby girl. I think the hardest part about life is death. Isn't that ironic? Being so scared of losing everyone when you're alive. My kids have 4 paws. Dottie was scared of the mirror, like Ben used to be, so I put polka dots all over the mirror to show Captain Baby Church. They say Roxy and Bella and Ellie and Dottie all over them, and then I traced her favorite toy squirrel and tennis ball. Literally traced around them and filled it in just like it looks. She seems to be content with it now. I think the closest thing I'm gonna get to a baby girl is my niece, Lilith Jane. Isn't she cute? She's so adorable. She's so tall. Over like crazy. She really makes life a lot brighter when you lose 2 people. And then your furry kids. It makes life easier. It makes it light up more knowing that you have a sweet little girl in your life. Oh, this is gotta do that. I keep this by my bed so that I can look at it a lot, because it's hard to keep memories, and I love looking at our family and memories. Like, let's see. There's Sully and Bella. Bella is Sully's daughter. And Sully passed away too, like Sabriel. Sully was Carly's baby. We have this long-standing joke about what I would name my little girl. I had one. Her name would be Keki Jane. Jane because we have to continue on the family name. But thankfully, Lily took on the middle name Jane instead of, because it would be so hard not being able to pass it around because it's mom's name. And it goes all the way up through the family line, so having it end just because of this disease. So that's Lily's middle name. But the long-standing joke is if I had a little girl, we'd have to name it her Keki. Keki Jane, because they're all syllables. Of course, I'd never actually name my daughter Keki Jane. The Jane part maybe, but Keki stands for Carly, Erica, Carissa, and you. It's kind of ingenious. It's kind of silly. You may have different views on what I think, but that's okay, because we're not all going to think the same thing. It's sort of like an individual choice, the individual abilities. I guess there's a lot of arguments about this kind of stuff, but this is how it is for me. I really wish I could have kids, but instead, the closest kids I have fur, and I love them like crazy too. I love them so much, and I miss Sabriel so much. 13 years he was by my side through all of this, ever since I got diagnosed, and then when he passed away, it just hurts so much knowing not having him around. And Sparkle, Carly got me Build-A-Bear before she passed away, when I asked for a Build-A-Bear. And she insisted that Sparkle had to be with Dottie. So it's Dottie and Sparkle. And Dottie was a freckle on her nose. So when Polka Dots started getting spots when she was a baby, we just knew that Carly had to have some part in this, because on Carly's birthday, Dottie went up and curled around Dottie and Sparkle, these stuffed animals, and laid on them and snuggled them. Hey, da-da-da-da. You did, didn't you? You did! There's emergency. She presses this button for me, and it yells for help. It's weird thinking that I could be doing all these things and that I could have a child, even though we know I can't. It's odd because I'm basically a child. I've turned basically into a child. My mind has become simple. All these stuffed animals have a meaning in each of them. My mind has become very simple. I watch cartoons, and I love Alice in Wonderland. It's my favorite. Especially the Cheshire Cat. Which is over here in the corner of my room. Cute. And the talking flowers. Cute. And the talking flowers. The Cheshire Cat Virginia sent me. And there's butterflies everywhere. Literally, so many butterflies that we have plenty of butterflies that we're still decorating the room in. Her world was a mess, so she lost herself in the wonderland of madness. That is very true, and I love it. And decal on my door says JC. I think Dina got me a kit, and we have to put up the rest of the decal from it on my door, but we haven't. Oh, I love all of these kids like crazy. I see it as a God-given gift, loving all of these children. The ability to use the computer and getting the Make-A-Wish, the camcorder, everything I need for videos. They really hooked me up on that one. And being able to video record everything. It's okay, Bella. And the ability to use a computer so much in such a way that it's set up that I can try and help these children as much as I possibly can and let them be remembered and remind everyone that they're not forgotten and they're loved, that you're not alone. Juvenile Huntington's disease exists, not just Huntington's disease. It's a really hard message to get out there, but it's worth it because I love them all like crazy. And you can meet amazing people. And kids who share the same experiences. Although the kids can't really talk, some people with JHD did decide to have children. But there's a lot of different showings of JHD, a lot of different types of progression. Each child is individual, so they're all different cases, and in my case, in Erica's case, is we can't have children. There's just too many different facts. I'm very, very glad for the people who could have children. It's amazing. And it's very brave. But you can tell those kids are very much loved. As long as possible. Because having a parent with JHD is probably even harder than having a parent with Huntington's disease, because the lifespan of someone with juvenile Huntington's disease is like 10 years, and the life of someone with Huntington's disease begins when they're older, and all this in vitro stuff and everything they have more time to do it all. My guppies, we made it Wonderland tank, and it's really hard to walk. So it's nice to have the fish by my bed, and I can't play Legos or puzzles or anything. So I love watching them. And my pretty birdie.